Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. I am starting a new series today. Going back to doing my video series, astrological series. So this series is North Node through the houses. So North Node in the first house or North Node in Aries will be this video. So during this series, you'll have two videos to watch. Wherever your North Node is, whatever house it is, watch that video. And whatever astrological sign your North Node is in, watch that video. You can also, if you choose to, watch the Pisces video because North Node is in Pisces right now. So we're, as a collective, we're all in that energy. And you can also look at your natal chart and see where you have Pisces located and watch that house video as well. So we're gonna have three piles, and I'm going to pull them right now on camera. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to tell you what North Node is. So North Node is like your North Star in in your chart. So wherever your North Node is, the house and the sign will tell you what you're supposed to focus on in this lifetime, what lessons you're supposed to learn, what skill sets you're supposed to pick up during this lifetime will have to do with the house and the sign it's in. For instance, if you have North Node in Virgo, you may need to have more of a critical eye. You may need to have more of a routine. You may need to be more focused on your health. They also rule pets. So maybe you end up having a lot of pets in this lifetime. It can be something very simple, but also very deep. And then the South Node, which that probably will be the next series I do, will that shows you what you come over here, what skills, talents, and attributes that you come into this life with that you've already learned in a past life. So the opposite of the Virgo would be Pisces. So somebody who has North Node in Virgo has South Node in Pisces. So they're getting over the Pisces things. They can use them as strengths in this lifetime, but they're supposed to lean more into the Virgo aspects compared to the Pisces aspects that they're used to, if that makes any sense. Okay. So we're going to pick three oracle cards to be our signifying cards. Okay, sorry about that. I'm going to have to stitch the video together. I ran out of storage. I cleared some storage, so hopefully I can make it through this video without it cutting off again. Okay, so before it went off, we were picking our three piles. So pile one, you have Panther Spirit. Reclaim your power. You have pile two, you have Ant Spirit. Time to collaborate. Okay. And then pile three, Otter Spirit. You are never alone. Okay. So if you need time to meditate or figure out which pile you want to choose, you can pause the video right here. If not, the rest of us are going to go ahead and get started with pile one. Alrighty, I'm going to be using the Modern Witch Tarot deck, and you guys were Reclaim Your Power. I'm just going to say, I have no idea where Oh, you know what? I'm going to stitch it together anyway, so the time is going to change. Shoot. All right. Don't worry about it. So you are here because you chose North. You have either North Node in Aries or you have North Node in the first house. I mean, I'm not surprised you got reclaim your power. I mean, Aries, the warrior, okay? That is where you are supposed to be moving towards. Being a leader, being a warrior. Um, yeah, just Six of Swords and Death. Move, move towards transformation. And Death is ruled by Scorpio, Scorpio is similar to Aries in that they're both ruled by Mars. Um, I would also look to where your Mars is in your chart because that's going to tell you something too about your North Node. Empress. I feel like this is the energy from the videos I did yesterday. You guys were my pile ones. Um, and it was something about being in leadership or in power, but in a different way, not in the emperor way, which is Aries energy, but more in the empress way. Um, more softer, more just waiting for things to come to you type of thing. Um, I feel like this group, when you lose your temper, you lose your power. Cause I really feel like you go off. Like you really like let people have it when they cross you, and then once it's over, it's kind of like you've over exaggerated. So your power is more or less in being stern in what you're saying, but not having to be forceful, not having to raise your voice. Um, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, like you don't. So you need to slow down. When you feel angry, you kind of need to come back to center. You need to ground yourself here with the Knight of Pentacles before you speak, before you say something, before you go off. Okay, we need to control the ego a little more here. I think that's what we're saying. Yeah, because I feel like you get very defensive. Like, well, who you think you are? Who do you think you're talking to? You know who you are. And if that's not who you are, then this ain't your pile. Eight of Cups. Yeah, you try to be more balance out that higher self with your lower self. Um, King of Pentacles. A lot of grounding, a lot of grounding. This group may need to go outside, take your shoes off, walk through some grass, some dirt. Um, it's feeling like it's some root chakra work that needs to be done here. Um, yeah, you just really need to ground yourself. Tower, yeah. Six of Cups, Tower. I feel like um Your ego is going to get you in trouble if you don't. And you've been doing this. You've been having this temper since you was a kid, okay? And you need to change it now. Also, I'm seeing if you have children, they're watching you. Um, so yeah. Others, you're reclaiming your power from somebody who was like this. Um, uh, there's a familiar pattern here. I'm seeing like there you could have had a mother or father that was like this. It kind of like went off really easily. Um, and you're learning that that's not real power. Okay. You're having to heal the inner child who thinks that or who thought that raising your voice or throwing things or just using your physical strength is what true power is, and it's not. Why is the tower here? Yeah, you need to make plans to change this pattern either within yourself or within your family because it's probably already caused a lot of havoc in your family line, but it's going um to get worse by the next generation if it doesn't change. um yeah, you got justice at the bottom. Like, you need to change the karma. For some reason, so okay, alcoholism and or high blood pressure can be a thing, and that's all because of this internal anger. Why is the Six of Wands? Yeah, you really you're the generational curse breaker, pile one. Um no longer a victim of my anger, of my shadow, of um why is the devil here? Yeah, you're gonna be healing it, and you healing it, and you heals it in everybody, your whole bloodline. That was pretty straightforward. I'm not gonna go too deep into it if it's not necessary. Um, I'm gonna just pull some oracle for you and open to infinite possibilities. Bring your ideas to life. You see clearly now. And Armadillo Spirit set healthy boundaries. Okay. Yeah, you may have to leave some of these people behind. Um, until you figure out how to change this in yourself and them not trigger you. So you may just, yeah, need to set some boundaries for a little bit. Yeah, and then you got snake spirit, time to heal. Okay. This this really feels like um it was an identity for you and your family, like almost like you're the you're the family not to F with in town because y'all will come up on up there. Her whole family will come pull up on you to beat you up. Like it feels like it's an image that you want to shed and that you are going to shed and change and shift the energy of of your family. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile one. Very short, sweet to the point. I wish you all the luck on this, in changing this about yourself. Um, So yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. If you feel called to, leave a comment. Let me know it resonated. And I'll see you at the next video. Okay, take care. Bye bye. Pile two. Oh, that's right. I can't do the timing because we stopped the video. Pile two. You guys were ant spirit. Time to collaborate. I kind of feel like we're gonna see what comes out, but I kind of feel like this is my group who is fiercely independent, which Aries energy really is. Even if you have North Node in Cancer, right? But it's in the first house, you're still gonna have some of this Aries energy affecting you, okay? I meant to say that in the beginning of the video when I was describing how these videos are going to go. But yeah, no matter the house your North Node is in, if it doesn't match the same sign that your North Node is in, you're still going to have a little residue of that energy as well. Okay. Please tell me about pile two's North Node. Please tell me about pile two's North Node in the first house. So you have Queen of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Strength. Okay. I said something about fiercely independent. So this is my group who you grew up maybe with seeing a single mothers in your house. Your mother could have been a single mother, grandparent, aunties, cousins. Um, so you're kind of like trying to decide, is marriage and having a family for you, or should you just keep pressing on because you live a very good life. I'm giving Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, like you make good money, you can take care of yourself, you have good friend groups. It's the only thing that's missing from your life is maybe love, and you're just trying to decide, do you want the traditional love, or do you just want to, have maybe a partner but no legal document? You got the Sun and Four of Swords, Six of Swords. Yeah, you're really trying to figure out, do I want to give up my independence? Maybe somebody has come into your life that has made you reconsider marriage. Maybe you were always like, no, I'm good, I'm not gonna get married, and now somebody came and stole your heart, and you're like considering it. I mean, if you have Aries in the first house, then it means you have Libra in the seventh house. So you, in this lifetime, uh, I kind of think maybe you are supposed to have close relationships. Um, Hopefully I can get through this. Now my battery's low. Yeah, I kind of feel like you're meant to have close relationships in this lifetime. Um, but I think you're supposed to remain like keep your interdependence within your relationships. Is that what it is? You're scared to be in relationships because you feel swallowed up when you're in a relationship. You feel like you can't maintain that independence. Why is the Two of Pentacles is here? So you haven't really, you kind of sabotage serious relationships because you're scared of losing your independence. Death and Ten of Swords. Yeah, you start you start like taking on more work, or making excuses to go see your friends instead of your girlfriend or your boyfriend. um why is the Four of Swords here? Yeah, don't worry about how past relationships went. I'm kind of feeling like those relationships were to teach you like how to not let somebody completely, take over your life. Make sure you do keep your independence. I'm getting a lot of Leo energy here too, so maybe some Leos here, like Sun sign Leo. Um, but yeah, so I feel like you're scared now, but this person that you're into or who's into you is making your mind like go like crazy. Like, I think I want this. I think I want to try this. High Priestess, yep, and Knight of Cups, yeah. Your higher self is saying, open yourself up to this. It's not going to be a disaster. Even if this person isn't the one, I don't. I feel like it's still going to be good. Like, if it doesn't work out, this person still probably will be a good friend. Why is the Four of Wands here? Ten of Cups. Well. I kind of think this person is the one. And let's say this is not of a relationship. It could be of just a really good friend coming in, but maybe you're scared because you've had, I mean, people have had bad relationships with friends as well. I think we all talk about the disasters that we have with our um, relationships, but baby, some of us have been in some really crazy, scary friendship stories as well. Please tell me about pile two's North Node, the first house. Let it shine. Time for a deep dive. Let them feelings open up. Let that heart open. Buffalo spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Okay. So if this is something that you want, the universe will make it happen. And I kind of feel like that's what's happening. Make your dreams real. Spider spirit. Yeah. Clear out the clutter, which fell on the Death and Ten of Swords. Yeah, we're not, those relationships we've had before were just teaching us. I'm almost like take the training wheels off. Like those other relationships were just teaching us how to remain within our own power and our own independence, but within a relationship. Crow spirit, co create with spirit. Yeah. And then time to heal at the bottom of the deck. Let spirit curate this for you. Okay. Let them bring in the right person to collaborate. But it is time. I feel like this is your time to meet somebody significant in your life. This person may be a soulmate. They may not necessarily be the one, but they're going to make a significant shift in your life. Okay? They're here. They're coming in to teach you something. I don't think it's bad though. I think it's good lessons, not painful struggle lessons. Okay? So that's what I have for you, pile two. I hope it resonated. If not, maybe choose another pile. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you at the next reading, okay? Take care. Bye bye. Pile 3, 2305. That's right. I keep forgetting I'm not doing timings because I have to stitch the two videos together. All right. Pile 3. Outer spirit, you are never alone. I kind of feel like this group is opposite to pile two. Pile two was about, being safe to join others. I feel like it's going to be the opposite. I feel like it's time to step out on your own. May have some people who are stepping away from maybe doing their first solo trip, maybe going away to college for the first time, maybe moving away from their hometown. It's it's people here that are going to take a great leap of faith in their life. And they're not used to it because if you have North Node in Aries, or again, if it's in your first house, you're still going to have some essence of Aries. Your South Node is in Libra, which means you're used to working in partnerships. That's what you came from in past lives. Then this life is asking you to be more independent and step into your own power. Okay. So first three cards, you got Three of Swords, Six of Wands, Seven of Cups. Yeah, the world is your oyster. Don't worry about this one thing, one person, one disappointment. Like, there's so much more out there. Four Cups. You don't want to face the disappointment. Well, unfortunately, that's a part of life. Um, you're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna hear no. Some of you is something about Christmas. Nine of Swords, Ten of Cups. Maybe you're trying to do something before the end of the year. Maybe you're hoping you can make it home for Christmas. Like if you are leaving out right now. Oh, well, that makes sense. Like if you just started school, you went away to college, this is your first year, you're a freshman. Or this is your first year going to a school away from home. Maybe you did a community school your first 2 years or something, and now you're going off to a 4-year school. Um, your next time home will be Christmas. Maybe not Thanksgiving, because that's only like 1 or 2 days. If you're too far from home, maybe you're not coming home for Thanksgiving, but you're gonna come home for Christmas. And you're almost like, I can't believe I'm not gonna see my boyfriend, friends, girlfriend, mom and dad until Christmas. Or you go whatever trip you're going on. You might not be able to come back home till Christmas. Something about Christmas though. 8 of Cups. And then 8 of Wands. Oh, or some of you. Okay. Okay. So some of you, you're not the one that left. Somebody else left. And it's feeling you're left alone and you're not used to being alone. You and this other person are really close. So this is a best friend, a really close sibling, a boyfriend or girlfriend, a twin, just her twin. So whoever this is, maybe you haven't been away from them since. I mean, and they're not coming back till Christmas. Oh, you could be an empty nester as well. Maybe this is your only child that went away. This is the first time you guys been separate from each other for this long. Why is the 4 of Cups here? 5 of Wands. Why is the 7 of Cups here? Queen of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you didn't want this person to leave. If it's the other way where somebody left you and you might even had a big fight with them before they left. So now you're worried about like where things stand between you guys now because you had an argument before you left. Why is the 9 of Swords here? Or you feel like you have to compete with what this person does for a living. Maybe they travel a lot, going for months at a time. So you had an argument before you left. 4 of Swords, Queen of Swords. Yeah. You had an argument, and now it's like distance between you and this person. Why is 8 of Wands here? You're considering going to them. You're considering going to wherever they are if this is a person. No, don't do that. You need, well, I wouldn't do it. I'm gonna tell you what to do. Free will. But you're gonna feel better about it soon. You're gonna feel balanced again. Um, but you guys need this time apart, whether it's you that went or them that went. This is about embracing your independence. Why is the 3 of Swords here? 9 of Pentacles in the Sun. Yeah, this happened for you to embrace your independence. This is the trigger here. Whatever happened, and you got the card. You were never alone. Like you have your spirit guides. You have spirit. You can journal. You can meditate. You could talk to them. If you have an altar, go to your altar. Um, but you need to feel this. I feel like you may have an abandonment issue too. I don't know if one of your parents left, when you were young or something, some type of trigger of fear of being alone. Why is it 8 of Cups? No, yeah. It's some type of trigger of being left alone. Let's pull some oracle, see what else we can get here, and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, pile 3. Tell me about their North Node in the first house. Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. Yeah, I feel like you're a person who you like to know what's going on too. You definitely like to have things planned out. Time to let go, see the big picture. Oh, a lot wanted to come out. Okay. So you got chameleon, act as if, surrender now, hummingbird spirit, be here now, and learn from the past. Was this the group that said? No, that was the second group. Okay. So for some reason, I feel like Spirit wants you to imagine yourself in a different place and time. Something about that is supposed to help you not feel so alone or scared. Um, and maybe that's something you did as a kid too. Cause I said there's some type of abandonment issue here. I feel like that happened as a kid. So maybe if you picture yourself somewhere, like maybe you used to do that as a kid, like sit in your bed or lay in your bed and picture yourself in a different um, world or environment, like using your imagination to escape your reality, but in a healthy way. It's something about that. So maybe just meditating will help ease this anxiety of feeling alone, or that this person's not coming back, or you're not coming back. Even if they don't come back, you're gonna be okay. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're ready to enter spiritual travel, like not spiritual travel. What am I looking for? My words. Um, you're about to get to know yourself. You're going on a spiritual journey that's going to let you show you who you are without others. So I'm surprised the Hermit card didn't come out here. Um, because I feel like you get ready to go on a hermit type of journey of getting to know yourself without this person or anybody else. Um, you may be having your North Node return. I believe that is around 30. I think between the ages of like 34 and 36, because North Node transits usually about 18 months. So yeah, you may be around that age where you're really having to um, learn who you are. And I kind of do feel like you kind of do start to really figure out who you are in that time. Well, the first part, because I feel like you go through so many transitions through life, you're gonna have to get to know who you are all over again many times. But I feel like that's the first time when you're really looking around, like, well, who am I without my job, without my friends, without my fam? Like, who am I without? That's what it is. I feel like too, you're trying to figure out who am I without these titles: mother, wife, sister, father, brother, uncle, whatever your titles are. Well, who am I without those titles? You have the tower that just came at the bottom of the deck. What advice do you have for pile three? I don't think I did this for the other piles, but I'm feeling called to for you guys real quick before my battery dies. Six of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Hermit. I'm not surprised. I told you that Hermit card was, I felt it. So give to yourself. Give to yourself. Get to know yourself. Um, Put away the distractions. Don't distract yourself this whole time by being on social media and stuff like that. Like really get to know yourself. Go sit in a library, go sit in a cafe, go take a walk in a park. Like spend some real alone time, some real quiet time, to figure out who you are. Okay? Learn yourself. But that's what I have for you, pile three. I hope it resonated. If it didn't, maybe try a different pile or maybe a different reading. Um, Please like, share, and subscribe so you know when I pull up to YouTube with another video. And I will see you then. All right, take care. Bye bye.